Last on Rich Man, Poor Man, Book 2.
Now tell me you don't feel anything.
You mean you think I was coming on to him? Oh, Mother, get off it. Are we going to have to go through that stuff again?
I hope not, Diane. I really hope not.
Get out. Stay out. The dumb schmutz is firing you. For good.
I offered you a chance.
You offered to buy me. All that money to look the other way. Forget you exist. Well, I can't forget. Not what you did to Calderwood, to DC Enterprises, what you did to my electronic shipments to Vietnam, what you're trying to do to my company right now.
All right, Jordash. You want it with the gloves off. That's exactly the way you got it. That strike will never end. That strike is going to last until the Army cancels every single contract you've got. And when that happens, your company is down the tubes.
How bad is it?
They can't tell till they get some x-rays. The intern says it's probably a concussion. It's possibly a fracture.
But it'll be all right?
They can't tell till they look at the pictures.
Sorry about the boy.
You're sorry? What the hell did you expect? Once those goons came in, it was only a matter of time till somebody got his head busted.
I didn't bring him in.
They just showed up on their own.
They were sent by the national office.
You'll testify to that? Since you're so chummy with the national office, you can pass the word. I am gonna nail them for this if it's the last thing I do.
Ramona!
Dr. Adler wanted in surgery. Dr. Adler wanted in surgery.
Did you get Dr. Barad?
He's on his way. He's ordered skull and cervical spine x-rays, and we'll be taking some tests to find out if there's been any hemorrhaging.
How long before we get some answers?
Well, Dr. Barad said he'd call you at home as soon as he knows anything.
Thank you. I'll be here.
It may take some time.
I'll wait.
Dr. Marcus, receiving room. Dr. Marcus.
This Midland merger, what do you want to do about it? I'm not sure it's a company with a future. Do you think we can make it profitable? Charles?
What's involved? $500,000? Raymond, why are you bothering me with this? You decide.
You told me not to make a decision on this without checking what's on your mind.
The only thing that's on my mind right now is Jordash. I have tried everything with that man. Reason, money, even a shot at the presidency. Still, he hacks away at me.
That strike at his plant will keep him occupied for a while.
But it won't stop him, will it?
I have never seen you so disturbed.
Well, if it was just business, I wouldn't let it get to me. But if he digs up that other thing, we both know what that could do to Claire, don't we?
That was 20 years ago.
I know. One chance in a million. But there is always a possibility that he could stumble across something that could destroy my wife.
And if he does, how do you stop him?
I'm not sure, but maybe find somebody who has a hold on him. Family, friend, old lover, mistress. Somebody. Everybody has a weak spot. It's there. Find it.
What's the hospital say?
No change in his condition.
Wait a minute. It's me, isn't it? I'm the one you hold responsible.
All right. So you didn't call those goons in. Does that make it any better? You let them stay.
I had my reasons.
What? What?
I'm telling you, there was nothing I could do.
You could have gotten all of us behind you and kicked them out. What happened to you? You brought me up teaching me to fight for what I believed in. All those stories about the old days when you risked your neck to carry a union card. Telling me how you fought for the 8-hour day. And they brought in the National Guard and the tear gas. And the company thugs with their baseball bats. You never ran. You wouldn't run. You never let them break you.
Used to be just them and us. Company against the working people. Not that simple anymore.
Who are you? You're my father, and I don't know you. You always were a fighter. Now you're just another man who makes compromises. It's over. My being your sweet little obedient daughter. Yes, Daddy. No, Daddy.
Where are you going? I don't want you to leave here.
I don't care what you want. From now on, I make my own decisions. What I do, where I go, who I see. And that means Wesley Jordache, if he comes out of this alive.
They brought him up an hour ago, still unconscious. We've got the results of the tests. At least there was no hemorrhage.
Thank God for that.
Well, it still leaves us with a number of other pretty grim possibilities.
I wish I could be there with you and do something. Anything.
Well, Barad's with him now. That's what drives you crazy. Nothing you can do but wait.
Oops.
Would you excuse me a second? Diane, will you please do that in the bathroom?
Yes, Mother dear.
Rudy, look, I don't even know if this is the time to mention it, but I think you ought to know. I had a call from Joe Galen, my friend in the Wall Street Journal. He has something he wants to tell us about Charles Estep. And I told him we'd get back to him when everything's okay with Wesley. Rudy? I didn't say if, I said when.
Dr. Marcus, admission.
Oh, look, Barad's coming out. I've got to go.
I'll say a prayer.
And he's really all right.
Conscious and talking. 28 years in medicine, it never ceases to amaze me. The resilience of a healthy young body.
What about future complications?
I don't expect any. But I'm taking no chances. I'm holding him here for a while so I can keep an eye on him.
Thank you, Doctor.
Dr. Adler, wanted in surgery.
Go on.
Dr. Adler, wanted in surgery.
West. Hi. Hi.
You okay?
Am I okay? How do you feel?
Oh, like there's a road crew working inside my head with a jackhammer.
I just kept saying to myself, he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay.
But you were thinking I might not make it.
Yes.
couldn't help thinking about death. How it can take people who've done nothing to deserve it.
Well, don't worry about me dying. I've got other ideas.
Look, I don't want to tire you out. You gotta get your rest. I'm gonna go home, take a shower, and change my clothes, and I'll be back in a couple hours.
Okay.
You know that girl you're always talking about? Ramona?
Yeah?
Did you see her dive in there and go after those guys like a wildcat?
Did she?
Say, I called, they told me the boy's off the critical list. Look, I'd like to propose to the membership that the union pays all his medical bills.
That's not necessary. But, thank you.
Senator! You want somebody to testify that those guerrillas were sent by Jake Logan in the national office? I'll testify.
You mean that?
Yeah, when they showed up, I don't know if I could have kicked their butts out of town, but I should have tried.
Why didn't you?
Because there's a guy running a local out in Denver. Same kind of situation. Guy says to hell with you, Logan. Ended up in the bottom of the Colorado River stuffed in an oil drum.
Did they threaten to do that to you?
Oh, look, if it was just myself, okay. I'd take my chances, but I've got a daughter.
All right, look, we'll see that she's protected.
About the strike, cost of living business. Want to talk?
I always have.
Okay, then. Let's talk.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to disturb you. There's not supposed to be any visitors, but I've got a friend who's a student nurse on the floor. She let me through. Told her all I wanted was to peek in and look at you.
Come in.
Oh, I don't think I better.
No. Come in. Thanks for helping out when those dudes started beating on me.
It was horrible.
How do I look? Romantic? When I was a kid, first time I ever took a real live girl out on a date, we went to this World War II movie, and the hero got wounded. He had this bandage on his head. Now, she said it looked romantic.
I like you better without it.
Huh? How much better? If you make it worth my while, I'll take it off.
Listen, I'm sorry about that day on the picket line.
Forget it.
Does Billy know what happened?
Probably not. He's in New York.
Oh, then you haven't talked to him lately.
Mm-mm. Why?
No reason. Just wondering.
What do you think about him?
I don't know. He mixes me up. I don't know what I feel, and feelings are what I go by.
How about me? Got any feelings about me?
Yes.
Strong ones?
Yes. I saw those men hitting you, and I realized I can't stand to see you hurt.
That's how I feel about you.
I was just leaving.
We'll give you the same cost of living clause as the auto.
What a way. That's a pretty good one.
I don't know how we'll manage it, but that's our problem. That's fair. If we can't afford it, we shouldn't be in business.
Ah, boy, it'll feel good to finally give it to those fellas.
Scotty, let's take them on together.
Well, I must be getting old. Find myself starting to like a boss. Time to retire.
Scotty, how long you been a union man?
1930. It's the year everything finally hit the skids. We ended up working 12-hour shifts for $1 a day.
My father owned a little bakery. 12 hours a day was nothing to what he worked.
I should have joined a union.
He always thought of himself as an independent businessman. Never quite lost the dream that God or somebody would make him rich. Oh, no, let me get this.
Here, you take it. I can't do that.
No, come on. Give it another crack.
Excuse me. Hold your breath when you fire. And you don't pull the trigger. You just squeeze it gently. Squeeze it. Come on, try.
Okay. Squeeze gently. I hit it. I really hit it.
Well, that's not quite close enough to win a cigar, but it's not bad for a starter.
Hey, thanks.
Another round.
Oh, come on, honey, hold it. If the strike keeps going on longer, you're gonna have to save that money.
Were you talking about the strike up at the Wesco plant? Yeah, I read about it in the papers, but are you people involved in that?
Yeah, both of us.
And I came to town looking for work. That's some great timing, isn't it?
What a break.
They had a little bit of excitement on the picket line, I heard, huh?
Big fight.
Oh, that kid got hurt.
Yeah, nephew of the boss, Senator Jordache.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jordache.
Boy really got racked up. He's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Look, I know you guys are on the other side, but I always thought Senator Jordache was a very nice guy. I mean, what you read about him in the newspapers. Well, I voted for him.
You're not from around here?
Upstate.
Wow, that was really fantastic.
Thank you. Right. I think you owe me something. How about the elephant? For the lady.
For me?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. That's really sweet.
You guys have a good evening, huh?
Yeah. Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye. Wait till my mother sees this.
That's what I like to see. A man trying to get himself educated.
Roy, Dwight!
Hey.
Oh, man. Incredible.
What are you doing in Whitby? Hey, well, I saw the story on the news. I figured I'd better get up here and check you out, man. I expected to see you all mangled up like a hamburger. What are you doing in the hospital? You look terrific.
So do you. Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, come on. Let's have it. Where you been? What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been shipping out. Hong Kong, Mozambique, you name it.
Have you seen Kate?
Yeah, about 6 months ago when this old bucket I was on put into San Francisco.
How is she?
She's fine. Real good.
She's not planning on marrying again?
Hey, it's kind of hard on a lady after having your dad as a husband. Ain't too many guys gonna fill Tom's shoes. Hey, I haven't told you the real big news.
What?
Well, I stashed away my share of the dough we got when we sold your dad's boat, and I've been putting a little away for the past 5 years, and,
What?
I'm getting a boat of my own.
Hey, that's beautiful!
Well, I'm gonna need somebody to crew for me. What do you say?
If you knew how many times I've dreamed about being back on the water.
Now, if Kate decides to come back east, we just might be able to talk her into signing up.
It'd be like the old days.
Only what?
Rudy's got kind of a rough situation on his hands.
You kind of dig him, huh?
He's done a lot for me.
Is that the only reason?
Well, there's a girl.
There's always been a girl. You serious?
Oh, it hasn't gone that far yet.
Yeah, but you'd like it to, huh? Well, okay. Looks like I'll, suppose I have to make this an open invitation. Now, if the situation changes and you, feel like cutting out, you know you got yourself a boat waiting.
Thanks.
And you give me a call, right? And you come and see the boat and bring your lady. Sure.
What?
I'm just trying to decide whether or not to lay something on you. I guess I should, unless Rudy's already told you.
About what?
Falconetti.
What about it?
Well, he's out of jail and back in the country.
You're telling me something. What are you telling me?
Just to bear it in mind, that's all. I ran into an old shipmate who saw him and said that the way Falconetti's got it figured, he never set up killing your dad. It's like, he was the victim.
He was the...
Hey, he's sick, man. I mean, really twisted. Now, I know the cat. He's never gonna forget who it was got him put away, and he's never gonna quit trying to get even.
With Rudy?
Just keep it in mind, right? And take care of yourself.
Wait, what can we do about it? There's got to be something we can do, Roy.
That's my department.
Did you see that?
Meet her at one of her charity balls, you'd never believe it was the same Clarisse. She's astonishing on a horse.
She's astonishing, period.
What's this I hear about her taking up flying?
That does seem to be the next thing on the agenda. We're gonna have to find someone to teach her.
One of the men who flies the company planes?
No. She says the best is some fellow in Houston. Why don't you get his name from Claire and see if you can't put him under exclusive contract for 6 months? I want him available whenever she feels like going up.
Most financiers I've known, the women in their lives always come second to the business. I never get that from you and Claire.
It's quite simple. I adore her.
Sir, it's Mr. Franklin. He says it's urgent.
Thank you. Yes, John. She what? You fool. No. Now, you stay out of it. You've done enough damage already. Just get yourself back to New York. That moron.
Franklin?
You assigned him to take care of the Sarah Hunt situation, didn't you?
He's got her in a sanitarium in Connecticut.
She slipped away 10 days ago.
10?
10 days.
And he didn't tell us.
He panicked. He was afraid of what I would do to him if I found out. Thought that he was pretty sure he could track her down himself, put some private detective friend of his on the case. With Senator Jordache digging into our personal business affairs, it is the last thing that we need right now.
10 days. She could be anywhere.
No, I don't think so. Not anywhere. Not in her state. She has a mother. Lives in Salt Lake City.
I'll check it out.
Raymond, I want her found. Now, you do what you have to do. You spend what you have to spend. But you find her.
Find who?
Now, that's a secret.
Oh, come on, Charles. You know I don't like mysteries. Tell me. Come on, tell me.
All right, have it your own way. It's a she. And it's not a lady. It's a mare. It's a pure-blooded Arabian mare that a friend of mine from Damascus says is the finest piece of horseflesh that he's seen in his entire life. And I'm going to buy her and give her to you as a present.
Oh, fantastic.
And I haven't been able to round up either the horse or this gentleman from Damascus. I call Rome, he's gone to Paris. I call Paris, he's gone to London.
Yeah, but don't you worry about it. You're going to get your horse. Because if I order Raymond to find her...
I'll find her.
Of course you will.
Charles, we all know you're terrifying. Raymond, will you stay for dinner?
Now, I'm afraid Raymond's going to have to be rude and rush off, but we'll give him a rain check.
My apologies.
You hot?
Mm-hmm.
Want a drink?
Lovely.
All right.
After another kiss.
Any luck? Switchboard at her office is closed. There's no answer at her apartment. She's probably on her way.
You don't like Maggie. She's usually a very punctual lady.
Known her long?
Is that what you mean, or do I know her well?
Both.
All right. The answers are I've known her 2 years, and fairly well.
She's a hell of a good lawyer.
So I'm told. That is not, however, the reason why I asked her to marry me. Twice. The second time, I think I caught a trace of hesitation before she said no. I'm working up to a third proposal. So, what's the mood in Washington now that Mr. Nixon is on the verge of moving into the White House?
You know the city?
I used to work down there for the Post before I came up to the Wall Street Journal.
Well, if you're talking about the charming hostesses who like to collect White House names at dinner parties, the mood is...
apprehensive?
The word is out Mr. Nixon is not a swinger. Doesn't like parties. Poor people.
Well, I guess it's pretty clear he'll be bringing in his own guys.
Oh, they're in already.
A bunch of characters from California, huh?
Mm-hmm. The Palace Guard, wheeling and dealing all over town, just waiting to take over.
I'm sorry.
Something wrong?
A little, personal matter. Well, I see you two have met. tell him anything yet?
Waiting for you. The lady will have a vodka martini on the rocks, very dry with a twist.
Hi, Joe.
Hi. Hello, Joe. What do you know?
What do you know?
That I got a strange message from a strange lady, Sarah Hunt. Name ring a bell?
Charles Estep's personal secretary for 9 years. And so the rumor goes, his mistress.
The message, what was it?
She'd heard I was doing a series of articles on big money men, and she said she had some information on Mr. Estep that she thought I would be interested in.
And she's where?
New Orleans.
You said a strange lady, strange how?
She sounded desperate. I thought it might be worth a shot, so I flew down there.
And?
Never got my foot inside the door. All I met was her mother, another strange lady. A Southern belle who stood there barring my way and telling me that Sarah was very sick, and seeing her was out of the question.
Why?
Search me. Now, a woman might be able to get further with it. If you think you'd like to give it a shot, here's the address.
Thanks.
Well, I've done my good deed for the day.
You're not gonna have some dinner with us?
No, I never mix business with pleasure. Nice to meet you, Senator.
You too, thank you.
So long, though.
Thanks.
Good luck with Sarah.
Nice fellow.
I like him. Yeah.
Do you?
Yes.
Should I be jealous?
Makes you happy?
Well, I won't worry about him for a few days.
Why not?
You'll be in New Orleans.
New Orleans? Oh, Rudy, that's impossible. I can't go to New Orleans. I almost didn't make it over here.
Why?
Well, I left the office around 5, and I came home as I wanted to change to meet the two of you. My daughter was supposed to be there.
And?
Walk in, no Diane. My first reaction was, oh, God, I don't know what I thought. I thought, kidnapped, mugged, runaway child, anything, you know. And then I thought, wait a minute, it's just Diane. Called down to the doorman. He told me she'd left for the gentleman.
Well, did the doorman hear where they were going?
Place on First Avenue. Very big with the advertising boys. Arnold's Apple.
Cute.
My instinct was just to go there and yank her out by her hair.
Come on.
Where?
To follow your instinct. Oh, thank you. No table. Stay here. I'll handle it. Excuse me, I'm Senator Jordache, a friend of the young lady's mother. Hello, Diane. Guess you forgot you were having dinner with me and your mother this evening.
I'm sorry, I have other plans.
Yes, well, I'm afraid you'll have to cancel them. Your mother's counting on you.
I'm quite happy where I am, thank you, Sophie. Just let
Come
us...
along. Look.
Let go of me.
Look, Senator or no Senator, sit down and quit while you're ahead. There's every reason, including a statute in this town, about contributing to the delinquency of minors.
You're kidding.
I know. The young lady looks 20 and acts 30, but she happens to be 16. So if you'll excuse us.
Brought your handcuffs? How could you? I mean, how could you? It was so humiliating.
I can assure you it was no pleasure jaunt for me, Diane.
Then why did you do it?
Oh, come on. You know damn well why.
Look, I don't want you going out with men that are twice your age. Let's just settle that once and for all. Because I can't be a policeman and keep an eye on you every minute.
Really? Well, you sure made a good try at it. What am I supposed to do? Sit home and suck my thumb?
I'm trying to arrange for you to go to school as quickly as I can.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, can't we please try to act civilized and be a little decent with each other?
It's boring sitting around this apartment.
I'm sorry, but the way you just turned up, it didn't give me a chance to make any plans for you.
I'll make my own plans if you'll just let me off the leash.
Diane, you're 16.
You're thinking about when you were young. Nowadays, things are different. They're 16, and they're 16.
Yes, I know. You consider yourself a very worldly young woman, but there are a few things you have yet to learn.
Boring, boring, boring.
You bored? Well, then do something about it.
Like what?
Change the scene. Your mother's trying to arrange to go out of town for business for a few days. Why don't you come and visit us in Whitby?
And do what? Watch the grass grow?
My nephew Wesley will be home from the hospital. 18.
18, I can just see him. Sneakers and acne.
Nowadays, there's 18 and there's 18. I'll be there. And there's my stepson, Billy. He works in New York, but chances are he'll be home for the weekend.
3 men alone in a house and no women?
A housekeeper. Come and visit us.
I'll think about it. Do I have permission to go to my room?
Oh, Diane, let's try. Let's really try, okay? Good night.
Night.
Ciao.
Oh, God, give me strength. Hey, thank you. Do you have any idea what you are letting yourself and those boys in for?
Oh, we'll risk it. Hey, it's still early. Why don't you offer me a glass of wine?
Oh, listen, I'm not Diane. I know all about you older men.
I'll see you when you get back from New Orleans.
Who is it?
It's me, Billy. Billy Abbott.
Do you know any other Billies? I was listening to the radio. I guess I fell asleep. What time is it?
2 o'clock.
Oh. So what do you want?
Someone to hold my hand.
Oh. Look, be a nice boy and go away. What are you doing here at this hour anyway?
I got tired of making the rounds to every beer joint in the village. I'm down. I'm really low.
I'm kind of beat.
I got fired.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fall in bed now. Just call me tomorrow, okay? Good night.
Ow! What was that routine you gave me? Like you're looking for somebody to count on? And it's 2 in the morning and you feel like jumping off a bridge and you need somebody and... Okay. I get the message. There's nobody home.
So you got fired for cutting my demo.
Yeah.
So what happens now?
I tried taking your song around to other record companies. They got tapes piled up to here, just waiting to be heard.
Everybody in the world is cutting demos.
What's this?
A balalaika.
You play it?
It belonged to my mother. She can play anything.
Well, that's where you get your music.
That's where it started. So what's gonna happen to my career?
To tell you the truth, I don't know. For the first time in my life, I can't figure my next move.
Well, listen, I'm gonna make you a cup of coffee, and then you gotta leave.
Thanks. A real pal.
What is that supposed to mean? That I should sleep with you to raise your spirits?
Why not?
Because my body belongs to me. I give it to whom I like and when I like, and not for charity.
This is the old pirate, Smiling Sam, coming at you like a thief in the night. Yeah, your favorite underground station, bringing you the new sounds, the best sounds, and the sounds nobody else has latched on to.
Hey,
now,
that's
here's
it.
the guy you gonna
That's where we take it, your demo. We get them to break it on the underground stations. Forget that. Get dressed.
For what?
A visit to old Smiling Sam. Right now, we're just gonna barge in there and lay our tape on him.
Well,
I mean, there's thousands of kids listening. All they gotta do is hear it and they're gonna go for it. Baby, I'm telling you, it's gonna take off like a rocket. What should you wear?
Hey!
Haven't you got something cut down to here so you can mosey in there and give them a little flash, and then we sweet talk them and we are in?
Hey, I don't believe we met. My name is Annie Adams, and I write songs and I sing them. I am not a two-bit hooker!
Hey, come off it. What do you think you're doing when you're singing your songs, huh? You want people to like them. You're selling.
I am selling what's in my gut and what I feel, not my body.
The hell with it. Keep your damn tape, because I got nowhere else to go with it.
Did I say I wasn't going? I'm going. Only it's me, and I decide what I wear.
Sure. That's cool. As long as it's sexy.
Freedom.
Man, this thing feels fine.
Thank you very much. Get you home, fatten you up a little.
Farewell.